Well, this one might not get sent anywhere. I got to admit, I'm about 4 shots of tequila into the wind. And I even forget what chapter or anything this is, but I want to read something I wrote. You realize it's been a little rough. Um, Kicks up more memories. Um, there was the old, after all I've done for you, I've given you 3 kids, etc. If you loved me, you'd get a vasectomy. I ended up agreeing, okay, give me 1 more kid and I'll do it. So you're welcome, Rosebud. You're here because of that. Even though it was against my religion, I had to go through with it. So bang, immediately, if you have sex 3 days later, three days of sex in a row, and all of a sudden my vase tubes explode. And it's like someone drove an ice pick into my balls. Then it's 2 weeks of antibiotics. This went on for 3 years. I was never meant to be cut. Her response was, you'd have to be the one who had problems. Anyway, please, sons, never do that. Never do that. I can't, as a Christian or as a Catholic anyway, say, if she's tired of having kids, you let her get fixed. Don't you go fixing yourself for a woman. I did that, and within 3 years, I lost all my kids. All right. Years later, when she's the exact age I was, rendered unable to have children or another channel or another family, she gets pregnant. She starts another family. She has Charles Bastard. Realize that's a word offensive, but what it means is a child born out or conceived out of unmarried parents or fornication. Sorry, that's just what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so anyway, I know I've been asked more than once, how come there's such a powerful feeling of ill will when I speak about your mother? It's plain and simple, because one of us, and it had to be the smarter of the two, or otherwise you'd have been raised by somebody else entirely, had to give up their dream of children. And guess who was the one that had the dream of children? She's mad at tail when she got married to John, got pregnant with John, got her girl, and then wanted to shut her down. I was the one that wanted to have kids. I come from a large family. I saw the blessing. I still consider children a blessing. And I know for a fact that God gives you additional grace with each child. Otherwise, it'd be damn near impossible to raise. Anyway, I think I'll just stop right here, because the next time I start, I had to leave. I had tried for a year. To make your mom come to grips and decide, okay, this has to be settled between her and me, and not between whatever her lawyer's telling her is going to be, or the judge. I'm the only one that's going to have to agree, and she's already blackmailed me into saying no. So at that point, from then on, I had to make up my mind, and I'll tell you, I don't know. I'm probably too loaded to be making this, but I want to keep it going. So when I saw it was never going to happen, I said, all right, I got to get out of here. The job meant nothing to me. Granted, it was, clear back then, $86,000 a year. It wasn't the money going to your mom. It was the house with no kids. I couldn't deal with it, So I got the camper, Lived there for a while. I'm continuing my counseling. Uh, she's still trying to get more money. Like, she sent me a bill for babysitting costs while she went to Mary Kay meetings or some stupid thing. I realize she's getting $800 a month, but she wants more. So basically, I said, all right, I'm going to meet this babysitter and make sure she's recording this as income. Of course, none of them do. Well, that made her mad, so now I can only see you kids every other weekend, just like I said. I'm already living in a camper down on the boat. Um, you know, I'd get you Friday on every other week, and it'd be mayhem. My God, I mean, you were all so starved for attention that it took all of Friday and most of Saturday, no matter what we did, just to manage to get it slowed down to where by Sunday everything's kind of cool and we're enjoying each other's company, and then poof, you're gone for another 2 weeks. I went through that for a while, but I knew I got to get out of there. Otherwise, I would just, I don't know. I'm half tempted to tell you exactly what I'm capable of. Maybe that ain't necessary. Anyway, I so I leave. I get Steve to come down. We just threw the business in the ditch. I didn't give a shit about my business. Never had. You know, the whole reason I was still in Florida was because your mom didn't want to move, and you guys were there, and you needed taken care of. And I did that for like 12 years. So we head out. We get back to South Dakota. I had a major guilt complex. I have left my children, the only thing that meant anything to me. And I'm feeling cursed by God. I know He can't forgive something like that. So now I find myself in Martin, and I am feeling cursed. All right, I'm going to stop.